What's up, boys? Coach Duke, head strength and conditioning coach at Northwestern. It's coming into May. It's time to start our building block and getting ready and prepare for the season. I know we've had some time off with this COVID stuff. Not all of us have been able to train, some of us have. Time to get back on the same page. So I've created a new program. Since we haven't had time to go over, I want to make this video, talk you guys through the program so that we're all on the same page. You guys understand the standard that I expect out of you. Now is the time to get back into shape, get our muscles moving again, and go compete for the championship. All right, guys, in terms of warming up, I gave you a couple different warm-ups. I believe there's 2 different dynamic warm-ups. Depending on what we're doing, we're going to warm up differently so that we're ready for whatever activity we're going to do. Along with that, there is speed tech. I've again changed that up. So every time you get on and you see speed tech 1, 2, or 3, you go to the speed tech tab, click on speed tech, and it'll give you 1, 2, or 3. So if you're supposed to do 3, you do 3. If you're supposed to do 2, do 2. It's that simple. I'll send you guys a video of the speed tech. It's not going to be 3 different ones. It's going to give you all the exercises in a row. You guys follow that. Make sure we're getting that stuff in. The fastest team's going to win this fall. All right, boys, the first movement we have, if you have weights and you can hang clean, that's our first movement on day 1. I've decided to keep the days the same throughout the whole semester or the whole month, and then just the way that we do them is going to change just a little bit. All right, so our hang clean. All I want, above the knee, so you're going to push your hips back. Once the bar is above the knee, you're going to snap your hips up and through, catch it high. All right, it's all about power. Guys that do not have a bar or weights, we're going to do reactive vertical jumps. So this is just a way to continue getting explosive, continue to be powerful. So here we are, we're here. You're going to jump up. All right, little hop to a vertical jump. All right, when looking at our sheet, we have X's for tempo. So it'll say X, 10, X. X, the first X, or the first number or letter that's in there is all about going up or going down, whatever your initial movement is. So for a squat, you're here, the X is how long it takes you to get down. I don't care. The second number in there is what's going to happen at the bottom or at the top of a movement. So if you're doing pull-ups, it's going to be what happens here. If it's a squat, it's what happens down here. So on the initial, we're going to start out longer duration, and we're going to work our way into less, a little bit heavier weights, or more explosive movements. So the first movement that has a tempo is our lunges, ISO. So you'll be here, get down to 90, and we're holding. If you have weight, you can hold the weight here, and just sit and stay in control. Once you're done, go the other leg, down, hold. If it says 3 sets of 2, once you get done with that first set, you go each leg, you go back to the other one. Boom, hold. Boom, hold. It goes 3, boom, hold. All right, this is our way of getting our tendons and our joints prepared for anything else that we do out in the field or we do in the weight room. Later on in day 1, I think week 3 or 4, we'll start to initiate a explosive jump switch with it. So you'll be down here with weight or not weight, whatever it is. Hold 10 seconds. Jump, switch, hold 10 seconds. Hold 10 seconds. Go through it that way. Again, putting in a different scenario, putting in a different stress to help build your body. The third movement we're going to have now is a dip. So everyone has a bench. If you can do it on a dip bar, that's great. Not everyone's going to have that. So you can be here, go down to the bottom, hold, come up. The only difference is we'll have a 3-spot hold. So you'll go down to the bottom, hold, come up halfway, hold, come up all the way to the top, hold. Next thing we have is a quad extension. So you'll find a wall. If you have a partner, it's an easy way to do something to do with a partner. You'll come up to the wall, whatever it is, put your toe on it, and you're gonna squeeze that quad, trying to kick the wall in while holding it there. Go as long as you can. I think it's 15 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is. Relax. Other leg, same thing. Boom. The only other one, the other way that we're gonna do a quad ISO, so you do both legs, down low, and then we're gonna do one extended. So you'll be right out here. You'll have someone push down on your leg. Again, squeeze that quad as hard as you can. Don't let them pull you down. Next thing we have is abduction or abduction. That's gonna be with the glute med. You're gonna find a doorway, a rack. You can be laying on the ground, someone can push on you, but we're gonna be right here. And you're gonna squeeze the glute, trying to push that away. Trying to get it as high as you can, hard as you can. Our manual hamstring work. Guys who've been with us know, all right? The only difference is we're doing an ISO instead of trying to hold it and go both ways. So we're gonna be right here. Halfway down, someone's gonna push, try to pull you down to the ground, and you have to maintain that. We're squeezing the quad, we're squeezing the glute. Sorry. Squeezing the hamstring, squeezing the glute. Quad should stay relaxed. Hold it there. With the curls, man, do whatever you can, find whatever you can, make sure we just get those in. We gotta look good in the jerseys as well, all right? So if that's a milk jug, a water jug, you have backpacks, a bar, weights, whatever it is, find a way to get that done. Other thing we have, 3-way calf raise. So, first way is toes straight forward, up, come back down. Next, heels together, toes out, up, down, up, down. Next way, toes touching, heels out, pigeon toes, up, down. Next, TKE, terminal knee extension. If we have a band, we would wrap a band around something, put that band directly behind the knee. We're gonna come up on our toe while it pulls us forward. We're gonna go back to our heel, squeeze the quad, and pull that band back. If you don't have a band, just do it manually. No weight, and just do this. Same thing, it's just not gonna give you any weight on it. Last thing we have is Russian twist. Side to side, sitting on the ground, not crossing our feet are up in the air. You have 150, and it builds from there. That number on there is the total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the way you should be counting. All right, boys, our day 2 is gonna have a bar for those guys that have weights. We got snatch, so it's gonna be a wider grip. See, we're not in a clean grip. We're out here. Hang snatch. So you'll be here. Let the hips unhinge. Go right above the knee. Snap the hips through. Catch. Bring it back down. All right. Those guys that don't have a bar, go to a broad jump. All right. So you're here. Come down. Again, bringing the hips back. Doing the exact same motions. Jump forward. All right. We're jumping as far as you can. So use a field. Use the driveway, use a street, use something, but give yourself some space to be able to get out and go. Make sure we're landing each one. We reset each time. All right, the next thing we have is either bench ISO or push-up ISO. We want the arm to get to 90 degrees, right? So we're gonna be right about here. So we're down, go to that position, we're holding. Pushing away from the ground, pushing away from the bar. Once that's up, come back up. Go back to it. Hold, explode up. Use a bar, use the ground, use the push-ups, whatever you have. All right, Superman ISOs. You're gonna be on the ground, arms straight out, thumbs up. Up, you're squeezing your butt, you're squeezing your hamstrings, squeezing your back. Down. Everything should be off the ground except for your stomach. Down. Now, when we're looking at our squat ISO work, all right, if you have a bar, use a bar. If you don't, just go body weight. All right, our body weight guys will have 2 exercises instead of 1. Okay, so if you have a bar, you're gonna squat down to 60 degrees, right? Slightly below 45, not yet to 90. You're gonna hold this position, drive out of it, all right? Guys that are doing it body weight are gonna have a longer hold. Guys with weight are gonna have less of a hold. Now guys that don't have any weight, we're also gonna hit a wall sit at 60 degrees. Be right here, sit. If you have weight, put some weight on those thighs. Get a little bit of work in. Whole idea is just to squeeze as hard as you can. Make sure our muscles are getting the work in. With our pull-ups, we're pausing up at the top. If you don't have a pull-up bar, can't find anywhere to do pull-ups, find a towel, find, your brothers and sisters. Do a tug of war. Do something that's gonna pull to make sure our back is strong, so when we hit the season, we're ready to go. For the Nordic hamstring iso, we're coming from the ground, so you'll be laying on the ground. Someone will hold onto your heels, or you'll put them underneath a rack, underneath some weight, whatever you have, and you'll just try to lift yourself up. Squeezing for about, I think it's 6 seconds for the first week, and it'll change throughout. All right, squeeze, go back down. Squeeze, go back down. After that, we're just got some push-ups or some chest flies. We're gonna do skull crushers. If you don't have any weight, all you have to do is be here, find a wall, and there you go. No weight, no problem. Again, we got TKEs today. The other thing we'll have is YC's Cubans with a 5, a 10, a 2.5. Doesn't have to be a lot of weight. It's all about just getting the muscles activated. If you don't have those types of weights, we'll lay on the ground, right? We'll go T's. Squeeze, thumbs up. We'll go wide, thumbs up again. Then hands together, Making sure we're activating those shoulders. Last thing we have is med ball abs. Our returners know what it is. Guys that don't know, just hit something. Whatever ab routine you want, we'll go up every week with the number of abs that we do. All right, boys, the third day, our first movement is a high pull. So again, we're going from the hang, staying above the knee, go down, drop the hips, pop it up. Try to get it as high as you can. All right, don't need this. All right, don't drop down to the bar. Let you get tall, let the bar come up with you. Boom. Perfect. Now for my guys that don't have a bar, don't have the weights, we're doing skaters, so we're getting a little bit of side-to-side action. So we'll be here, low jump, low jump. Try and get out as far as you can, trying to get distance, trying to get time in the air, all right? All right, this is something we haven't done before, something that I want to start incorporating. I think it's super important to just get our ankle stabilized, stronger, our feet stronger, so that we don't have less injuries out there on the field. So, what we're gonna do is squats with our heel raised. So that means we have to stand on something. So plates, if you have bars and weights, stand on plates. If you don't, use the stairs, all right? Step on that first step. Your midfoot is cutting the step. And we're just gonna sit down, hold, and drive up. All right, don't let, when you go down, don't let it come up here. Don't come down on the heels, all right? Keep them floating, keep them where they are. Your weight should be in your big toe and in your big foot. All right, boys, the next thing we have is a bench iso or a push-up iso. We're going halfway down this time, so we're gonna be a little bit higher with it. So if we're on a bench, you're right about here. Getting strong in this position, so when we get into the season, or we get into the summer, we're able to extend from that position. So, you'll be here, down, hold, up, down. Again, we have rows, so if you have a bar, we're going bent over rows, hold, come down. Eventually we'll add a time, so it'll go X, 5, like 3 or 2. So, it'll be up as fast as you can, hold for 5, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. If you don't have that bar, again, find a towel, find a sheet, find a rope. Anything you can do to get your back strong is going to be important for us to be strong in the summer. Next, we have single leg RDL. Single leg RDL, one leg up, you can have a weight, you can have dumbbells, I don't care what you have. Find a way to make it work. Here, going down, extend that leg back, hold, snap through. We'll go to the other leg. Hold, snap through. All right, boys, this is everyone's favorite, our glute iso series. So, we're gonna be here, up and hold, squeezing your butt as hard as you can. You have 60 seconds here. Then, one leg up, still squeezing, 60 seconds. Down. Other leg up, 60-second hold. Done, down. Then, we come up on all fours. We're on dog or fire hydrant. Holding that out to the side. Make sure we're not getting it back here. Keep it right there. Down. 60 seconds each side. Then, we're going straight leg kick. So we're going to be right here, trying to squeeze as hard as we can. Maintain that position. Once we're done, bring it back down, do the other leg. Finally, donkey kick. Up in the air here. 60 seconds, hold, down, switch. Last bit we have on this today is TKEs. Again, banded or not, I don't care. Get your plank in, and then we're on side plank here. On your elbows on all of those. All right, boys, now we're on day 4. So we have a push press. All right? The whole idea on a push press now is driving through your legs, extending through the arms. So, you're here, drop, explode. That's all there is to it. Now, if you have a bar and you have weights, we're also going to do iso holds on a shoulder press. So once we're done with the push press, go right into this. Stay light with it. Make sure we're getting strong in this position. So we'll be here, hold right to above our head, and squeeze the shoulders. Don't let yourself lean back. Stay tight. Bring it down. All right? Now, if we don't have a bar, we're going to do just normal push-ups, but we're going to add a little twist. We got explosive push-ups. So we're here, on the ground, down, up. Hands come off the ground every time. Reset, hands come up, boom. Now, how we do the shoulder press if we don't have weight, we're going to be here. You're going to try to push away from the wall and try to push yourself off of it. Stay on it. Your feet should be activated. Your feet should be pushing the wall. Your hands should be pushing away from the wall. Right here. Keep it right above your head. All right, make sure we don't have any slippery shoes on, any socks, because you're going to either fall or hit the wall. Okay, guys with bars, you will use a bar. We're squatting to 45 degrees right here. Should be explosive on the way up. You should be able to hold more weight than if you're stopping at 60 or 90 degrees. So make sure we're pushing ourselves on this. Make sure we're being explosive with it. If you don't have weight, we'll be here. Once you're done, just jump back down to it. All right, then, if you don't have weight, you're also going to do a wall sit. This time we're only at 45 degrees. Again, squeezing everything you can in your legs, staying strong. If you can, add weight. Now, boys, when we hit shoulder front raises, you're going to be here, come up, hold. As long as it's supposed to. Then if there's a number after, you slowly come down. All right, that's front raise, lateral raise is here. Hold. Slowly come down. Now, if you don't have weights, or you need to add just a little extra, have someone push down on your wrist. So they'll be right here, holding here, and holding here, and pulling you down. You're supposed to resist them. Now, adductors. That means we're adding to the body. So we'll be here. Again, you'll be on a doorway or, a rack, whatever you have. You're putting your leg here, and you're pulling in. So you should be feeling it in your groin, trying to pull that all the way to. Squeeze as hard as we can. All right, then. My weighted guys, we're going to have an incline bench at 30 degrees or 45, up to you. We got one arm row. Hey, remember, get heavy with that. We're not playing those light games no more. And then if we don't have any weights, we're going to do our 3-way push-ups. Now remember, our 3-way, half up top, half at the bottom, half or full then. So if it says 10, we're here, 10. Then down, 10. And then 10 full. Along with that, we have TKEs, and then bicycles and crunches. All right, boys, day 5. We got power clean for those guys that have weights. Those guys that don't, we got a single leg broad jump. So we're here, jump, land, reset. Now our second movement is going to be a squat. So if you have a bar here, 90 degrees, sit your ass all the way down, hold, 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 come back up. If you don't have a bar, we're sitting down to a wall, or we're doing regular squats, no weight or whatever. If you have a little bit of weight, put it on, sit down to 90. Then we're going wall sit to 90. So same thing as all the other wall sits. We're just making sure we're all the way down, thighs are parallel. Next movement will be close grip push-ups or close grip bench. So we're going to pause right here, explode up. So we're going halfway. All right, if we can, let's hit those diamond push-ups and get those triceps strong in that position. The next movement is a part of our speed tech. I want you guys to get comfortable in this A position. So this leg is long, squeezing the glute in the back, squeezing our opposite glute, knee parallel, toe up. So we're here, and we're holding that position. Switch, hold, switch, hold, switch. Finding ways to be strong in that position can make us faster runners, better runners. Now, the Nordic hamstring at the top, same thing. Someone's holding your heels, pushing in the ground. You're on your knees, your hips are through. We're going to be at the top this time. You're just going to come forward a little bit, come back, come forward, come back. All right, getting strong in that position now. So our next movement is a position hold. So, heels right here, shoulder blades up here. Get tight, squeeze. Get into this position to hold. Don't let your toes go out. Keep it here. And then switch. Then, the progression as we go through, a couple weeks later, we'll have Russian straight leg walks. So now we're here. Lift up, stay tall. Getting those hamstrings right. We have the three-way calf raise. We already know what we're doing there. Then, TKEs. We have lunge walks. Lateral lunge. So you just here, down, hold the weight, hold the bar, back through. Make sure we're pushing back to center, because that's where we're going to get our work in. Last thing we have is a sit-up high reach. So we'll be here, legs on the ground, sit up, get your head through, all the way up. All right, boys, last thing I want to go over with you is recovery. All right, this is going to be the biggest piece that we're missing, and we have been missing, but we finally found it. I'm going to make sure that we get that right. All right, so first thing, 90-90 on the bench or the floor. I'm going to give you 3 different ways to do your recovery. So it's not the same thing every day. You get a little bit of difference. So one day is going to be a regular stretch. Second day is going to be a little bit different stretch with an ice bath, hot cold shower, or just ice in certain parts of your body that hurt. All right, and then our third day is just going to be yoga. All right, I'll give you a link to that. So our first movement, 90-90 on a bench. So you're here, you're just going to put your foot down, your knee and your heel should be at the same spot, and we're just going to sit down. Let that piriformis stretch. Now on recovery 2, we have a seated 90-90. So we'll be here, out. What I want now is to just switch to the other side. You're here, switch back, boom. Going through that now. Next, we have our 3-way hamstring, all right? So toes straight up, reaching down, making sure our hips are square. Then our toes going out, stretch. Toes in, stretch. Do that with both legs. Then, hip flexor stretch, all right? So we're just going to be here, squeezing that glute forward, get a little reach, get a little rotation, whatever you feel gives you the best stretch. Then we'll go couch stretch next. Same thing, but you're putting your foot up here now. You're sitting back while pushing that glute through, and now we're reaching. Get a good hold, stretch that hip flexor in the quad. Our calf stretch, you're just going to find a wall up here, lean into it, and get that good stretch. Next we have our doorway stretch. Find a doorway, Hands on the outside. Let your body fall into it. Hold that, let that stretch that chest for you. Last one we have on this one is cat's cows. So you're here, come down, come up. We're moving each individual vertebrae as you do it. So, on the recovery 2, we have the 90-90 rotation. We have a child's pose, so you're here. We're going to walk to each side. Hold for a little bit, walk to the other. Let that stretch. Here, come back. Back, reach, come back. It's going to allow us to open up that thoracic spine. So here, I'm putting this foot right in my knee, sitting back, coming forward. Sitting back, coming forward. That's going to allow that piriformis to stretch. We have cat's cows on this one. We're going to go lying knees to chest. So you're here, pull, and then you can rotate in or out depending on where your pain is. Hold it for 30 seconds, do it both legs. Then we have downward dog to pigeon pose, all right? So we're here, heels trying to get on the ground, pushing, come through, sit. You can come up, you can come down, I don't care. And come back. Other one, come back. Finally, we just have a lateral lunge. So we're here, we're letting that groin stretch and hold it. Final thing, if I didn't explain something the right way to you, or you don't understand how we're supposed to do it, give me a call, give me a text. I just don't think you're doing it the right way. Let's make sure we're getting quality work in. Let's make sure we're doing things right. And let's go win, baby.